Greetings and welcome. Today we want to talk about the importance of language. In Genesis chapter 11, we have the record of how and when the language of men were confused and scattered. They began to speak in language that they do not understand anymore. The Bible said that at the beginning they had one language, and because they had one language, they work in unison, they work in unity. Everything they were doing was moving well for them. And then the time came when their language was confused. When their language was confused, they began to speak murderous things. They began to speak evil. They began to speak death. They began to speak rebellion. They began to speak frustration. They began to speak all manner of things that is in contrary to the nature of God. In life, every sphere of life have their languages. The people in the law sector have their language. The people in banking sector have their language. The people in medical sector have their language. The people in politics have their language. The church have a language. The language you speak determines who you attract. The Aboros, Taos, they have their language. The language you speak determines who you attract. The language you speak determines who your friends become. The language you speak determines how far you will go. And by the time we get to Acts of Apostles chapter 2, you find another kind of language. The Bible said that the time came, the Holy Spirit came upon them. They began to speak in tongues as the Spirit of God gave them utterance. They began to speak. They were filled. In Acts of Apostles chapter 2 verse 4, it said, and they were all filled with the Holy Spirit and began to speak with other languages, other tongues, as the Spirit gave them utterance. I'm here to tell you that there are languages. It must not necessarily be spoken language. We have sign language and other things. We have body language, all manner of languages. We have them. But there is a language. When the Holy Spirit gives you utterance, you speak a language that will lift you.